him. Hello, everyone. It is I, Damon Cortana, the Red Raven. I should lower myself down a little bit. And we are back with more Disco Elysium. It's funny, like half an hour ago I was in a Discord call with my friends, and I just like muted myself. And I went to go talk to my mom, and I ended up taking a nap. I literally woke up like 1 minute before 10 to start the stream. So I'm like, I need something to wake myself up. So I got some apple cider here in the cup and some croissant. Will any of these things actually wake me up? Probably not, but I'm comfy anyways. Am I over calorie count? Yeah, but who can put a number on happiness, you know? Let's go talk to Kuno S over here.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
The fuck's wrong with you, Kuno S?
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Fear is real, huh? What'd you do, Kuno S?
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What the fuck did you do?
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl? Hey, kid. Child, converse with me. You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
Pretty sure I do see you.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
Alright, guys, we're gonna...
I squeal. What's this kid shit?
The kid.
Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got something? Talk to me.
Fuck off, Kuno.
So it's a girl. Interesting.
Is it?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Sure this thing's even human? It was like a little goblin.
I come from the woods, good David. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
I don't know, which hex did you just fucking put on me?
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that shit face is weird. Let's go investigate some shit more. What's that?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Visual calculus, fuck it, let's give it a go.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Oh boy. Love to see it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Guys, yes. Alright. And let's go to this fucking, let's go check out the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot.
God, what?
The smell seeps in, even through your clenched
What
nostrils.
is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
see what else is there.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Alright, let's give it a go.
White eye. The smell is repulsive. It pushes.
God damn it, endurance.
More.
You're one of my top stats.
More familiar than anything you expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. It didn't work away. That didn't work out. Yum. Oh, that was visceral.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Yeah, that's a pretty shit feeling. I hate that
The smell
feeling.
of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Mmm, yummy.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover
Thank you,
isn't
Kim.
worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
I got ammonia.
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Alright. Alright, so let's go. We can go get ammonia. What a handkerchief. Hooray. There was a little store right outside first I wanted to check out. I didn't give that a look yet. Yeah, this store.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Dank shivers.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
Oh boy.
Looking up at the sky.
What am I
cold
doing?
Water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
Shiver, shiver.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, Ghost?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
What is down at the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs.
The fuck is
Cinder blocks
Eternite?
left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair like the suave motherfucker I am.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And before that?
You, on the Martinaise Plaza, A small dot looking up at the sky. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
And beyond that,
La Drusienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watched over the mouth of the river distributary.
what is across the distributary?
Huron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
And what is beyond the Quran?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortarheads of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
Hold on, just give me a second. Jesus Christ, a Costco chicken bake has so many fucking calories. Holy shit. The fucking calorie count's insane right now. I'm fucking 528 calories over.
A yard. Rain
And closer
falls
to here?
onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Where the hood at? Why am I not there? Shutter, look forward. Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Yeah. Brother, where the hood at? Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day, the revolution fell. Standing in the rain, looking north,
What am I doing
where
here?
Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shutter, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kudos. Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
This is the police. Please open the
No,
door.
I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides your words.
The doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Andrew Orlando, here SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andrew Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity. To say nothing of your hair.
Order Meateb's boxing for young athletes and gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SEA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Hello, yes, can you please let me inside the building, please?
Oh my God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. Oh my God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you.
Huh?
Your heart beats faster.
Huh?
She must be mistaking you for someone else.
Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by the ancient static.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaking. Hold on, tell me, what's going on? What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
She sounds like she's like me.
The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Fortress Accident, SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you...
Motherfucker, you're right there. Hey.
They want to talk to you.
Oh, they don't want to talk to me. Alright, that's different. East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty call.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Listen. Oh, I don't want to take another damage to my morale, though. Alrighty. Well, Worth a shot. We did all that. I guess that was interesting. That's a lot of books. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover, it stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book is about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. This book about Guadero culture. It promotes freedom about roaming something. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian hard body at the nearest gym. A book about the future. The government read your mind using the right radio technology. They read my mind!
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
The young girl with a chubby red cheek waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Neat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That's a lot of things. I'm too stupid for that. What's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Interesting. What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting. Thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
It's okay if I ask you some questions.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe. Such a good trooper you are. Already learning the value of hard work. Pat her head. I could help by brutally disrespecting the free market. Damn, pat her head.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. Shouldn't you be at school or
I
something?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this? School's stupid. You're lucky to not be there. What is school anyway?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamor rings through the honeycomb of classrooms.
What is this feeling?
Remorse. The parquet of assembly halls. The rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. The girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Shakes off the cold. And how is this business doing?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt? As up?
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
I don't think the curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
This is a regular trading and selling of things, child. Doesn't work out for most people. Not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
She doesn't know what to say. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. It's that bad.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Huh. Well, what does a cop look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman. Or should stop being one?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work. Anyway, it's your point to your head. Oh, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. Actually, I have another question. It's all about your head.
Head? Yes.
No, your resilience. No, your mind.
Correct. Total disregard for personal safety. You gotta take the pain. This Mullen guy looks like he'd run into his mom. Ain't got no balls. A quicksilver mind. This Mullen guy needs 4 hours just to come up with a single idea. He ain't got no balls.
That's a bit childish.
A dick with no balls. Bam! Mullen's no real deal. He's got nothing like on me. No, it's too much. I don't want to say that to a little girl. Yeah, I don't want to say that to a little
Say
girl.
what, sir?
Forget it. Nothing, forget it. Dick Mullen sucks is what I meant. Never mind you. Never you mind. Either way, I'm not impressed with this Mullen guy.
You don't have to be, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
What's romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in this
Or there
situation.
could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both men are bad? What about when everyone's poor? What about a book where the man and lady business don't work out at all? That's enough romance for me. I've had other questions. What about a poor man getting a rich
It
lady?
happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you just have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out, scarred for life. Phantom Limb.
No, I don't know.
She looks at you, a puzzlement.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Yeah, and it drags on for years and years, no resolution in sight.
The girl is at a loss for words.
Each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives.
She shifts and sways on her feet.
Each of you
Confused and uncomfortable.
Each of you tearing at each other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart that still hurts ceaselessly.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to help you.
I don't need help. I need a real book that tells me how it is, not this drivel. What can't you help me? I'm beyond help, right?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still little. I don't... I can't...
Don't worry, little girl. I got a big hair to wear there. My bad, Chief. Didn't mean to trauma dump on you. Let's back up out of this. That's enough romance for me. I have other questions.
Other books?
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold reddened cheek and then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of these books?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
They're all dogs.
It sounds delicious. I agree, they are all dorks. It sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Famous for vain people. I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, you heard me. Those only losers waste your time with that garbage. Never mind. I literally had nothing else to say.
Okay.
Stop calling me sir. I am but a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. For example, can't stop making this face. Pointing at your face. Okay, yeah, unless it's because you have to say sir or ma'am, then, or ma'am them again. Sir it is, and soldier on. Point at my face.
That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Okay, I'm going to deduce something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help. You can show them to me. Actually, I'd rather not deduce anything. Every time I deduce, people get hurt. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes. There are a few other hints. It's simple for a super detective. It's super simple for a detective such as myself.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed. Want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. You think so? Fine, do better. Do something about me.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting you under. Rats have been nibbling at your fingers. Child labor is dismal working. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. It's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. It's because your mom.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. Hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
She's still got everybody.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
That was a masterclass move, kid. Whatever, kid. I don't need to prove myself to you. Alright, to do something about me.
Sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not? And I'm having a grand time. I am also sad, and my head hurts. How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
I am also sad, and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
She looks at you in the eye with a gleam of sympathy in her face.
There she stands, swaying on her feet. salted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Okay, bye. See you around on that. Let's go in here. Let's go check out this store. Oh, there's a lot.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Starkeep, what board games do you have here? Look to the pile with rural-related items.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
And then it really catches my eye.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
Anemic Beano cards.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Lady, where is your chin? You got no jawline. You are literally all neck.
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks. I have all those.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures.
She feels a repentant thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
So what about all these Wirral things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, if you're into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
So you're boring.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
She looks at the table crossing her arms. So you're boring and superstitious, got it. You can't play Dungeons and Dragons, it has magic and the occult. With magazines, tucked away in a dark corner.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right books.
Storekeep? Tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
You are totally uptight and boring. Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Little imagination, she says. Sounds good. Which should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Look through the display books.
Rows and rows of Hyundalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100.
Jesus
Man
fuck.
from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall.
That's a lot of
and
man
the
from
scorched
Heimdalls.
earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
Snow crabs.
Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
Is that all?
Not even close.
Oh god.
Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall. Heimdall. There's even
Man
the
from
Tribe of Death,
Heimdall.
a pastoral
Electric
combat
Boogaloo.
game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Do any of these books call out to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Oh, what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
Man from Heimdall. Give folks a molten candy. Let's go up here.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Stargate wasn't all this crime fiction.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down.
Look at the display box.
Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing. Dick Mullen, Man from Heimdall.
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder
Oh, man.
house. The final case of Dick Mullen.
An obvious
An
lie.
obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals
That's a lot
of
of
Dick
dick.
Mullen. Dauntless Dick.
More dick than I'm accustomed
Dick
to.
Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he fainted to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen.
Oh my god.
Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
What?
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
God damn it. Quaint picture book, very brochure, very colorful. Told me fascist magic, rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Starkeep, anything of note in this show?
I would say the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence? Great, I don't need to know anymore.
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
Give me a second. Just want to check something real quick. Hello. Checking out my audio real quick. So it sounds like you guys can actually hear my AC. Honestly, I'm gonna take it off anyways. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. Much clearer. Okay. I just wanted to check that out because I'm like, alright, man, I keep seeing that the fucking sound's constantly going off. Usually you guys can't hear my AC from what I've seen. But, well, guess it's just working fucking overtime today.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Was it a display box?
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's this about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Fucking sick.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
Well, fuck that dude.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time.
Alright, lady. Shush. What's this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Look at the map of Insulinda.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you.
I'm a dust mite.
Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Squid, can you see the cities on the first island? On these islands? Look at the edges. Squid.
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Let's look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle
We're
of
learning.
cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Bra is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Sail is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Isolas.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods.
Yeah, you can
Gods
tell what
of
it is.
distance and outer dust.
Look at the map of
The
Revachol.
north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And what's in the weather?
Hugon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you?
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
So recent.
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these
I'm
maps?
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Wow.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one on Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
Ah.
From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago, they also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Alright, I'll spend 90 cents.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thank you, tutorial agent. Another boring book, just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Look to the shelf.
Sir,
Whoops. So
no
what books are
browsing
this?
that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
What? Look to the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How's that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note,
Sounds like a bunch of hooey.
when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
I mean, I guess.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
I mean, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Say it books or anything else.
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Pretty sure most of that is a bunch of hooey. Alright. Good to know. We'll check out this curtain here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
What? What the fuck?
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Ignore the curtains for now. It's quick save time, baby.
The curtains, tattered with
Pull it open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant. Her fingers are nervously playing around the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. Is that why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in
Why?
there.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense the space is calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Yeah, I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
Rip them apart.
Taunting you.
For real, this. Open it!
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Beyond my understanding, she says.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace the path to the
Your
grid.
finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Interesting. Oh. Quick save again. No, I don't think I spoke to her directly yet. Let's do that.
I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right?
I am the law. I am a rebel. I live by my own rules. I detected psychic emanations from within and was compelled to investigate.
Don't expect my help from now on. The back door is locked and I threw away the key. I won't trifle with such forces. Do look at the books, though. The books compel you. You may be able to make up for this by buying a lot of books. I hope you're a voracious reader.
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10, she's certainly very polite and very helpful. 5, I felt some interest. 1, I'm not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
10, she's very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong, and that is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. Way to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I guess she's a trooper, alright. She looks like she could take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails? Okay, let's just...
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
I don't think she could do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
I mean, that part's true, but
Come on, man.
she's a
It's obvious
child.
She can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong, even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter. Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to try to chew their hand off. Forget it, I said anything. No, what you're doing is wrong,
She
lady.
stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is his husband Annette's father? Is she an only child? She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne, what's that? And your husband is also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Yes, it's a
What's
proper
Grand Couronne?
place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made... Yes, I'm afraid so.
Is she an only child?
A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Of course. Yes. This economy.
Exactly.
Alright, that's on us,
The
man.
woman looks aloof.
What if I
Her
want to buy a book?
features much softer. Occasionally, she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Okay, well, she's a dick, but at least she actually does love her daughter. That's nice. So what if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
So what kind of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
Okay, let's
She
have a look then.
smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Well, for now, book peddler.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Yeah. What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
Fair.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
She smiles and perks up. What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Wait, where'd you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
A detective hat.
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Oh, I wish I could say thank you. Yeah, I got a good cool hat. Fuck yeah. Wearing the hat looks even better than the Dick Mullen hat. The hat Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid and not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain is inside that hat. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, look at me. I'm a cool guy. I like that. Quick save. Fuck yeah, I got a cool hat. Alright, time to go fuck with the backside of this area. Go see silhouettes of hairdryers. Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Dio Brando.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
Maybe I should break it down. But not before I strategize.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
First, check my posture.
Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram.
Check my surroundings.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish. But the path to the door is clear.
And what about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
Knock on that door.
Only an echo. No one.
That's a loud fucking door knock, Jesus. Startled me a little bit.
A hollowed out, dark echo.
Yeah, break down that fucking door. Bah. Ow. But I passed that. Ow.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Hey, what if... Smash the door again. Fuck the... Wordless. Smash the door again. Fuck the system. Smash into the door again. Freeze, dirtbag. Smash into the door and shout. Hands up now. Smash the door and shout. Fuck it. It hurts. Fuck the system. Hell yeah. Now this is what I like to see. Punching bag, some fucking iron. Sound stripping from a punching bag. Also says Sidious Fortis. The rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars. Looking safe. Smells like leather and sweat.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training room. It's an adventure. It's another world beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. No idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad. This might be the Armintor's boxing club for young
I
athletes.
think you're right. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
There's a reason nobody's been here for ages. Let's just keep going. I'm sure there's a regular abandoned house. Something mysterious here. What there's a reason?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Fair enough. What's this? Shot put ball. Yeah, I'll take that.
A barbell lies on the floor.
It's got two plates on it. That's 225 right there.
Weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
No, my head hurts. I ain't doing that. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. My fucking head hurts, bro. It's ah. Yeah, there we go. And now I'll quick save again. Oh. What's in here? Always blocked by an old window pane and the breeze. Talk to Kim.
Yes?
Convince the Kim this is sexy duck. Nothing. Spooky. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Large demo drum filled with strange liquid. Airship rollers covered by spiderwebs that remind you of blades. Ooh, $5, 12 cents, hell yeah. $3, 12 cents, my bad. Naked mannequin torso, strange yellow comb.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Check out the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins.
Hey, I have big pointy ears like that.
Wax-based magic. Translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
So someone's D&D games.
One of
here.
the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Send the Welkin, this is
It's
important.
Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Oh.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why did anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a Welkin supremacist. A whisper. Wow, this is bad educational. Let's move on for the Welkins. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
It does have a good beard.
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
World building makes or breaks a lot of things.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, this has been
Just
educational.
look at those details. So much effort.
Let's look at
The
the photos.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi,
Till
and
last year.
GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible,
Notes.
but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Ooh, I do love me some heat death.
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Leave. What's in here?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
You think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
No, let's turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Let's pray.
Nothing happened. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
What?
Tiles on the cube.
Press play again.
Nothing happens. Something's missing.
Worth a shot. Move over to the touch. Not much of it.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
Kim, what the fuck am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So it does something medical
I
here?
think so. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master? If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Mm-hmm. The cost of the airwave alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Alrighty. What we got up here? Let's go to custom notebook. A notebook developers are the most advanced RPG in the universe. Before I go all the way. Let's see what else I got in here. Kim, what you got to say to me, Chief?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Counterintelligence program? Such as a failed business. The only question is what the hell were they making?
No, that's not it. I think...
Lieutenant 67 sleeping
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game. with heat death thrown in. Through
Are you
call-in
planning to do that?
stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on
You'll
the
be
small
playing that
call-in
shit on
stations.
Discord like me and
I
my
think
friends
that was
do.
supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little
You like D&D, don't you, Lieutenant Kitaragi?
coordinating so many games
Nerd.
would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
You know they've done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
You weren't saying they thought they could do this. It's just play the cheap money out of the investor's pocket. Or it's cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Let's use the slipstream painted on top of the laminated there. Steel rotor blades beating slipstream. There you go. Production schedule, filament memory. Take all that. That cost money. Money. More money, hell yeah. See, Hobo-Cop is on the up and up right now, alright? See that? Finding money up for Hobo-Cop. Easy fucking peasy. If I could do it, so can you. Become homeless like me. Jesus Christ, how fucking big is this thing? The wind howls from the coal chute above. Let's take that magnesium. Get one more all up.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack
A
open the
gust
door.
of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Mexican, it's just a
Of course,
fridge.
just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his face and his hand and face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge
Let's
door.
take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door.
Take
The
the note.
fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Mhm.
The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers he studies in light. So they try to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant puts at the red snaky cable running from the
The
fridge.
fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Close the door. ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. All collapsed. It's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? A furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
That's not all. Let's see. Look inside the furnace, smear your hands with coal, kick it with your foot. Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs, the echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying.
What are you doing?
Hallucinating. You hear the murders of the hanging men. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think we can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
That would be stupid.
Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup.
Kick it with your foot.
Hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Ow.
Bent metal. Broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Let's see. Gaze upon me, stuff and despair. Not just a disempowered individual trying to get my own disempowerment on my everyday objects. Yeah, I rip shit apart.
Kudos. A thick layer of coal.
Anti-object task force. Fuck it. Take a look at your hands. See how bruised they are? See those little scars? This is Exhibit A of the material world. You're holding back containers, mailboxes, doors, chairs. You're all your enemies. Always have been. Atoms themselves are under conspiracy of forming shapes and structures that you hate. Your energy stuck in a body. Your spirit trapped in matter. Break free. Beat up that lamppost. Let it know how much objects suck. Fuck, this is internalized. Why not? Alrighty.
The worn mat features the patchwork. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read that note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio.
The illiterate ginger kid.
Somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Remind me again. I wonder who wrote that note. Remind me again. What's the filament memory? Who's the illegitimate ginger kid? Do you have any idea what the frozen ice cream maker could be, anyways? I know where it's at.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
What's filament memory again?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Who's the illegitimate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kona?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the Ice Bear fridge.
Alright. Ice Bear fridge. I know where I'm going.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Enter the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place.
There's
A bar
one.
of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology.
Sorry about that.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
I mean the gold thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Passwords, I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
It's my birthday.
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
I agree, definitely.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why'd you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that? This interactive call in a radio game.
Any other questions?
What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for good. Please repeat the password. Received. Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
And goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
I'll check that out later. This is nice to make it down here, right? Oh god, there's
An
more.
iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knocking it harder.
Still nothing.
Knocking it even harder.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There
Ow.
must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on.
So yeah, this bookstore needs to tell me how fucking big this fucking room is. She's a puddle all through this out. The floorboards creak. That postcard.
As before, an iron safe.
Oh well. Let's see, what else? Say that she repeats it.
Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out of its glowing nest like a smooth draw. The filament slides in. Nothing happens. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal York. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolution. Any other questions?
That's all for now.
Thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still smoke.
Trying to understand the mystery of this all. What am I doing?
A thick layer of coal dust covers a lush layer made still.
Huh.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
Yeah. Fucking stump. Guess I gotta come back to this area later. Feel like I'm in here a little bit too early anyways. I know how to get out. It should be further down this way. Oh, we did it. I think. Let's get out of here. I mean, looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculine outlet, did he?
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
I don't know what I was thinking, barging on like that. Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
Suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? This is a door.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house.
Sure, it's not just location.
I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Host Almighty, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Curse, but I thought the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade is dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind.
Might as well research before we fucking die, right?
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
The entity? No, I don't think so.
The malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from there. Chimney's not that big enough for anyone to live. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell? Of course, it all makes sense.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
She runs to the woman as if she's looking around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. It's not just that, officer.
Other people here experience financial troubles.
Supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income
Cacodemons don't do that. They just eat people.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Have you sought help?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Oh, so why didn't you tell me right away it's a curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
I am gonna suit up. What are these words on the back of the wall? Are these Simonese as well?
The Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Okay.
The woman looks aloof.
Let's go do commercial area. Alright. So Kim wants her to go back to the furnace. What do we got there? Weird old weird old furnace. And that's for mint. I'll go down here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Yo, hello to the furnace.
Pitch black. You muster all
Huh?
your strength.
No fucking way. What? That was a 97 to pass and I failed that?
You're dehydrated, hungover throat. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
You're fucking kidding me.
Then again, maybe it's well.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
You're fucking kidding me. What the hell? I actually failed that?
Yes?
Oh my god. That was garbage. God. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for today's stream. This whole place had a lot more than I fucking thought it did. This shit was a whole fucking adventure and a half. And, you know, we could have left it with a good roll, you know, see, you know, maybe a little bit extra shit going on there, but nope. Somehow had a 3% chance to lose, and I hit it. I fucking hate it here. At least I got money, right? Alright. Well, without further ado, my name is Damien Cortado, the Red Raven. Thank you for coming to my stream. I love you all so very much. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Bye-bye.